Hey there, it's Patmos and nice of you to join me for another episode with Farthest Frontier. So let's get back into our little city. Well, it's not even a city, it's just a small town. 72 villagers, we have space for 88, we have some farming. We work quite good here on getting some food. Although I have to be honest, I've been playing the game a bit in my spare time as well, just to get to know it better, and I would totally do a lot of things different already. But we're just going to continue with this, see what we can make of it, and I think it'll be good. Let's assign a few extra zones so they can get all the goods that they want. And let's speed it up a bit. So we were working on an extra farm field, very interesting, although construction is halted. We have only 9 free people. And one is sick, so we could use a few extra people, I think. And, well, the trading post would be interesting. Sometimes you can do some pretty interesting trades. The wagon shop, very nice. That will speed things up a bit. Ooh, it's snowy, and that sometimes makes my computer work a bit harder. After a few seconds, it should normally be over. And, well, we create baskets. We have a tannery. We have the cobbler. So all villagers should be pretty happy and stocked with everything. We can see that mostly we need shoes and clothing. We're not producing any special clothing. We are now producing only the hide coats. If we want to produce real clothes, we need the flax, but we also need the tailor, and we don't have a tailor yet. We do have a fletcher, so we produce arrows and bows for our hunters. Although, yeah, we need quite a lot more. But that's all coming. I don't really think that is going to be an issue. At least I don't hope it'll be an issue. Ooh, this one's pretty close to the hunter. I'm not sure if that's smart. Maybe we should move the hunter a little bit to make sure that these game won't just run away, but we'll see. Villager cured, that's good. And we can see that our trading post is now done, so we could do some trading if we want to. And if trader comes in, of course. And our wagon shop is ready, so now it will be stocking up, so we can actually create a few wagons, or one. We can put in another one for an extra wagon. But so far, I don't really think the wagon is really that efficient. It goes really slow. And for instance, if you have a clay pit, it'll go to the clay pit and then transport clay to your stockyard, which is usually right next to it, because I just built an extra stockyard. And, well, that's just not really worth it, and it travels all the way back to the wagon shop, so that's really, for me, it's really inefficient and not working. But maybe you have other experiences with it, so just let me know if you have, and maybe I overlook something. Alright, let's do a little bit of research. Year number 5. 3 new villagers born. Did we get any immigrants? Apparently not. Well, that's okay. We can just build a few extra houses. But one of the things we should be focusing on would probably be enhancing this little area. Because now we can build a school and a healer, but for that we need clay. And we don't produce any clay yet. So I guess we'll have to find a clay pit to start producing some clay. And I think that is kind of important. Here we have clay, but I think that's pretty far away. Let's see, do we have some clay? Yeah, here we have clay. This is a good spot. This is our industry zone. How much clay is in here? 1700. Oh, that's okay. That's fine for now. Let's just build a clay workshop there. Stockyard is pretty close by, so that's perfectly fine. I think we should just do it like this. So at least we get straight roads. I really like the straight roads. So far, I think we have only one... Oh no, we already have 2 firewood splitters. That's good, that's good. Because we're going to need a lot of firewood in the end. We're also going to need 2 more farmers. Now, considering our farms, these farms do quite okay. But I had a little bit of an epiphany last time. I don't know if you had it, but maybe what I'm going to tell you now is old news for you, but it wasn't for me, and I'm just going to show it to you. So I'm going to pause the game for a second. We have now 4 fields, and they're each sized 5 by 5, and I'll show it to you. If you build a field 5 by 5, you can see right now it's field size 5 by 5 workers 2. The yield is between 200 and the maximum is 550. That means that per worker you get an output of 270 pieces of some sort of food. That's the maximum. But if I enhance this field, if I make it 10 by 10, you can see that we have 5 workers on it and the maximum yield goes up to 2200. Now how does that translate? If one of these small fields gives you 550 and you get 4 fields, you get up to the same number, 2200. So if we make a field 10 by 10, it's the same size as this one. But in this field we have 8 workers, and if we just create one 10 by 10 field, it says we will only need 5 workers. So that's less workers for the same amount of food. That means that you get more food per worker. So I really want to get a 10 by 10 field with only 5 workers, because that will give me a lot more food than only 4 small fields with, in the end, the same size. So it's way more efficient to build a big farm field than to build a small one. It takes a long time to build it, of course, but that's fine. It just takes a long time to get it done. But then you get a much higher yield. So we're going to build a very big farm soon, because I just want it done and I want to have the efficiency. And I came to this because when towns get bigger, you get like 150, 160 people. It gets really hard with the small farm fields to keep feeding everyone. And of course, if you can build these bigger fields with a higher yield and fewer workers, that's of course really good. Now, of course, if something happens to your crop, you run a bigger risk, so you have to create quite a few fields. But this needs 8 workers and this only needs 3 workers, so that's really good. So I'm really in for bigger fields, because it's just more efficient. And if you do the 12 by 12 field, that's even more efficient. So in the end, I'm happy we didn't build this one, and we're going to remove it. And I think later on I'm going to remove these fields as well and turn them into bigger ones. But we first need a few more bigger ones like this before we can do that, because that's just way more efficient. It just takes time for a while, which is actually okay, especially in the beginning. You just make sure that you don't grow too fast, but then it should be fine. Let me see. Ooh, we don't have a well on this side, I believe. I think we should build a well here as well. So yeah, just to make sure we'll prioritize this. Ah, merchants have arrived, that's cool. You can have 2 traders at the same time, and sometimes it can be worth checking out what you can buy in one and sell at the other. So for instance, I've seen that I got candles from one for a good price, and I could sell it for more money to the other one. So that's a pretty easy way to make some money. So let's check if there's anything that's doubled. I don't think so. Well, maybe... No. No. Oh, he buys shoes and stuff, but no gold or no. There's nothing that they share at this point, so that it's not going to work this time. But it can work every now and then. Just buy some stuff from one trader and sell it to the other, if it gives a good price, of course. And then you can have a pretty interesting amount of gold at the end. Can be really nice, but we'll keep it like this. We don't really need anything and we don't have the money for it. We're just saving a little bit some money now. We're going to need a lot of money. But yeah, it's really something to... for me it was something that you get a better yield from a bigger farm. Of course it makes sense if you think about it, but I didn't know that the game mechanics were really built like that as well. Alright, we're going to need 2 gates in here. And of course we need to fence it off even further. Otherwise it'll be eaten. But I can surely hope that this gets done. 4 villagers immigrated. That means that we now have extra people available. Although... yeah, we still need 6 farmers to work on these fields. Alright, we're already getting the flax out. I'm not really content with this, by the way. I think I want some turnip in there. And then we'll get rid of this one. And put carrots in there. So we get different... each year at least we get one type of food. I think that's better. Now we can't change this one at this point, but we can do it later on next year, and then we'll change this and make sure that we get the best out of it. We did this one, and oh, we can't do this one right. Oh, we can change this one already. Yeah, like this, and yeah, we can get rid of this one, but I don't. Yeah, that one won't fit in, so we'll do it like this. Perfect. We'll change it out later, but at least we get a little bit more food out of it. And yeah, this is going to take a very long time to finish the field. We are also using a lot of workers now for the farms, but we're going to need them in the end for the food anyway. Is the well done? I think so. Yeah, so these can now get food, drink close by, so that should be fine. Plenty of room for more housing at this point. Did we already start? Yeah, alright. Slowly some clay is coming in. So I think we can start to work on enhancing the desirability of the houses. If you hit the G on your keyboard, you can see the desirability. If we get this high enough, houses can upgrade. It needs to go up to 30, and then a house can upgrade to a new level, and they'll pay more taxes and stuff like that. So that's really interesting. You can get like the school, the healer, they will all increase the desirability, and that's a big plus if you can do that. You can see right here that it affects all houses if I place a school here. And the school will educate your children, and that will make sure, or your citizens actually, and that will make sure that they can work more efficiently. We can see a trader is leaving, so now there's no more trader here. There's no little icon over it, so there's no trader. At this point we can't trade, but we don't have to, so that's good. Ooh, a building is on fire. The compost yard. Luckily we've built the well close by, so hopefully they can save this. I'm really hoping they can. Come on, save the building. Yeah, they're doing a good job. Well, now someone will have to come and pick up all the buckets and put them in a storage as well. Alright, well, we have plenty of stuff in store. This one's pretty full, but that's okay. Although, so far I haven't really done it. But it could be wise to, at a certain point, keep moving the storages close together, because in the new update, rats are way more common to occur in your town. And I don't like the rats, but well, they come, so we'll have to deal with it. And if you have most of your supplies stocked together, then you only need 1 rat catcher. And if you have them spread out all over town, you either need to move the work zone of the rat catcher all the time, or you need to build a lot of rat catchers, and I think that's a waste of manpower. I also think they overdone it a little bit. We are being attacked by a bear, I think. Yeah, a bear will eat our stuff that is in there. So we'll have to scramble some people. See if we can fight off the bear. He already ate from my stuff, so now I want to hunt him down. Kind of hope we did get a hunter in there so that we could really... Yeah, I think 1 or 2 of our villagers will not make it. 1 fisherman didn't make it. That's okay. Predator sighted. Another one. No, we got him. Alright, that's good. At least he's gone. Yeah, this all looks fine. But yeah, in the end it can be very good to keep all your storage closed and just 1 rat hunter or catcher close by. There should be deer here. don't have a hunter here, so we could build a hunter for some extra food. And of course the hides, that's really powerful. I think if we build it somewhere here, the smokehouse can help out as well that we have here. We could even set the ratio a bit better. That might work out actually. Now with all these farms you do really need some form of storage close by. And I think what we can do, for instance, is go 1, 2, 3, that's one house. 1, 2, 3, that's two houses. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 3 houses, so we can build a road right here. They can get across. So from the farm, it's now a slightly shorter walk to there. I think we have some space left here, so what we can do is just move these houses all up one. Oh, we can't move this one yet. But I'm going to move all houses a little bit so that we create space for a walk path here, and then we can put storages right here. Then they're close to... oh no, the storage is there. I'm miscalculating. I thought this was the general storage. Maybe we should do one big storage area somewhere here with a red catcher close to it. That could also work. I think we'll do that. So all the farm produce should be stored in here now. So they should all bring it here. And then we can get a red catcher close to it. Should take a few years before the rats really appear. And at least that's my experience. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I think. And oh, we need 4 more clay, but we already have 11. It's just taking time because we only have 6 free workers at this point. How much yield did we get? 211, 184, 184, but of course we didn't get anything from it. This is nothing, and yeah, some flax. Alright, so we should put this in here. Oh, this is working right now. Alright, so that field is done. This field was done, and I think we have to remove this one and put in the carrots then. Yeah. Alright. Well, this should provide us with a little bit more food. And of course, if we get to level 3 or tier 3 buildings, then we can build the I don't know if we can see it already. Yeah. The preservist that can preserve food a bit better. Which can be really interesting. Although just making sure that you get the barrels for the storage is also very good, because each barrel gives you a 5% storage bonus, so it will spoil 5% slower. So if you have all barrels in it, it takes 50% slower. That's really a lot. That means that you can save food for a much longer period of time. Right, so the school is done. We go check the desirability. We can see that some of them are already up to 29 right now, so that's really improving. This side slightly less. I'm not sure what's making the difference. I think the town hall is making the difference, I guess. But what we also need is a healer. In there, people who are sick can be healed. It also cost me 100 gold, but we have that, so that's no issue. And if we place it right here, we can see that a lot of buildings get over 30 desirability, and that means that they will be upgrading, and that's very good for us. That's what we need. Although I believe if they upgrade one level, we won't get extra space. All we get is happiness bonus and increased durability, and it costs you 6 planks per house. And if you upgrade even further, then we should get an extra space for an extra villager, which is also very nice. Then we don't have to build extra houses, but that's a long way out from now. Right now I'm kind of hoping that winter will pass soon, so that we can finish this field and start working on it. Now if we check the fertility, this would be a good patch. There's a lot of good soil here, so I'm going to use a lot of this for farming. What I want to check though is if we can get the arborist going, because having some fruit trees will help with a lot of disease. And you can see that for the fruit tree it doesn't really matter. Even this soil is good enough. And yeah, I really want to get an arborist going. Doesn't really matter where you put it, as long as you take care of the trees. But that's fine, we can do that. Did we already set this all? Alright, we'll do it like this. So they first have to build it, which takes some time, so I'm not going to rush into it. But we're going to plant trees with that soon, and then we'll get fruit from it. Once it's done, I will show you how to do that, and how many trees, for instance, to plant to make sure that you get good yields and the soil stays fertile. That's something. So, I'll show you that later. Kinda wish I had this all down here, so it was a bit further away from the town hall, so we could expand here with some housing. So maybe we'll have to do some moving up later. What I would like to do is move these houses now. Just so that we can build the road here, so they have an extra passage. I think we should move this house too. Going to move a whole row of houses. So these as well, so we can build a road here in here too. Alright, one new villager born, year number 6. No immigrants apparently. Guess we're going to need to be building a few extra homes to actually attract new people. So that's what I'm going to do right now. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Housing shortage, yes. I know, that's why I built... oh, but that's temporary, because they tore down a house and now they rebuilt one. So that's why we had the little housing shortage. The healer's house is being built. That's very impressive, but we have no free workers almost, so that's not good. I like the fact that the farm is almost done, but not too happy with the amount of free workers that we've got. So I'm kind of hoping that a group of immigrants will come in and try and join us. That happens every now and then, and that's a really powerful tool that can help you get extra people in. Sometimes I just look around the map, see if I can see a bunch of people running towards my main house. But yeah, there it is. An empty crop field. I think we'll have to get it ready. So what I like to do for the first year is just to get work on it done, so that all weeds are gone, and then we can really set it up for any type of nice business. Now this is pretty frost tolerant, so we'll set it up like this. I guess we'll need this too, and then the next year might be I don't know. I think we have enough flax already. We don't need a lot more flax. I think we should do it like this. Then this year we'll do it like this, and then this year we'll find something else. I'll have to think about it. I think this will work out and give us plenty of extra food. At least we should get very good yields from it. So that's done. Everybody's happy. We still have plenty of food. There's a new merchant coming in. Is there anything that we have that he really wants for a good price? No. Anything he's selling for a good price? Not really. At least not something that I want at this point. There's another one. They usually come in twos. So let's see what this one... This one wants to buy baskets, for instance, and he buys them for 12. This one sells baskets and he sells them for 9. So what we have to do is transfer some gold into the trading post. I'm not going to do all, but a lot. Now I'll have to wait until it's put in, and then I'll show you what we're going to do. Here comes the gold, I believe. And then what you do if you want to make some money, let's see, we have 352 in here right now. So we're going to buy some baskets. And we're going to buy as many as we can with the money that we have, which is 351. Ooh, that's good. We can buy 39 baskets. Buy in stock, so it's put in the trading post. And now we go up here. This guy wants to buy baskets for the price of 12. So we're going to sell all baskets, and now you see we get 468 in return. Let's sell the items. There we go. We made money. Now there's also only a certain amount of money that they have, so you can't do this indefinitely. But I would sure love to buy some more and do this trick again. How much can we get? We can only get 36 more. Well, we'll buy and stock them. I'm not sure if we can sell them all. Yes, we can. Let's sell them all. Well, we started with 352, and now we have 577, so I guess we did alright. Anything else? Clay bricks and clay. Anything that he wants from that? No. Here we can buy some stones and iron. And is he buying any of that stones? He's buying stones for 8. And he is selling stones for 7. So we can make a small amount of money on it. Let's go try. Let's see. 577. Let's go. Alright, 81. Buy in stock. Let's go up here. Sell them all. Yeah, now we have 658. So it's a little bit of micromanaging, but we almost doubled our money. So now if we want to buy a cattle, for instance, or something like that, which is usually pretty expensive, we have the money for it. So this is a very good way to make some money. Just make sure that you check things and see what they want to buy and what they want to sell. And if you get the right traders, that's not always the case, but if you do, you can make use of it. And it's really worth it. Alright, they're working the field here. Ooh, they got root vegetables out of the field and we're not even putting in root vegetables. I guess that's some sort of wild growth or something like that from working the field and the weeds. That's nice. Is this guy working? Yes. I'm still wondering if there's a good place for another forager with some really good stuff. This is a hunter. Yes, so maybe we can place... Oh, we don't have people for it. Yeah, we only have 4 people. So I'm not going to place an extra forager at this point because that would be not too smart. Ooh, blueberries. Nice, we can move some blueberries. They'll give us some extra food, and if we can get some sort of a blueberry farm, that would be really nice. Always takes a bit of time to go back and forth. But in the end, I can guarantee you that it's worth it. Having all those blueberries close by, they can be picked very quickly by your forager. And it's a very quick, and I mean, one field has 16 or 20 berries. That's just very easy food. And there might be even more here that we have not spotted yet, but since they will go there and pick them up. 13 villagers graduated, that's good. That means they will be working more efficiently as well. This might end us up with more berry bushes if they get close enough and they unveil them. Yep, there's one more. So 7 berry bushes, that's a lot. And I really like it. 20 berries on them. Just do the math. 8 berry bushes, if there's only 15 on them. Let's see, that's 30 for 2, so that's 90 for 6. So that's 120. 120 berries. Just here with the berry bushes. So yeah, I don't mind getting those because they're just a good source of food. Now we also have to think about defense, by the way. I'm totally forgetting about defense. At a certain point we'll get raided. I'm checking for basic landmarks that we can use for defense. For instance, this water is a good thing for defense. So if we build a wall right here, then this area is somewhat defended. It's not really defended, of course. It's only defended up to a point where when the enemy comes we can do something about it, but at least it is something. Ooh, invalid placement. We can't build a road on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it like this. Here we can build a road. And then I'm going to build the road like this. This gives me a position to place a gate. So I'm going to build a gate right here. And then we can start to build a wall. Just as far as we have to, and we're going to build it so that we get some form of defense going. Right there. And yeah, we don't make that much money, so I don't want to put in the a tower yet. But later on we might. And we can already see this house is now a homestead. So it's a well-built home that provides shelter from the elements, but will only protect against the coldest temperatures when supplied with firewood. But this is a very good house, and it increases happiness. You can see that if we upgrade one more, we get additional housing, but we're quite far off for that. And I guess we also have to invest in the village itself. So we need things like the potter and stuff like that to get new goods going. Ooh, we can see that the arborist is done. Now let's go plant some trees. And what I like to do, here's the arborist house. I like to go to the edge. There we'll plant a tree. And then we leave one space open, and then we'll plant the next. One space open, and then we'll plant the next. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that way you can plant 5 trees in a row. Then I will do the same with pears, but on the top side here. And we'll do it not on the same one, but I tip it one over. 1. Then we'll leave 1 space open. 2. 1 space open. 3. 1 space open. 4. 1 space open. 5. And then we're going to plant a few peach trees, and we'll do the same thing, but on this row, and there you can do 4. So 1, 2, 3. And each time you leave a space open, same on this side. It's a bit hard to see with all these trees, I know, but we can get it done. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. We can see it when this is all gone, and they will remove that quickly. Who's being attacked by what? There's something attacking, it says. Ah, there we have a bear. I really hate the bears. You guys should be running, while all the others come to attack the bear. Now they can all help out. Alright, one villager died, which is not good, but at least we slayed the bear. That's good. Now walls and stuff like that will also help to prevent animals from wandering into your city, so that's a good thing as well. But once all these trees are done, and they will be built by people that simply by the laborers, they will plant trees, so they will chop quite a few things here. But you can see if we check the fertility, that the fertility is good. If you plant too many trees, for instance, if you plant them all next to each other and you completely fill the space, then you plant too many trees, you will drain out the soil very quickly, and you get a quite low yield of fruits. So make sure that you don't plant too many trees. It's also good to know that they all have a different growth time. So some grow quicker. The peach trees grow pretty quick, and an apple tree grows a bit slower. And they all have a different period of time when they actually give fruit. So that's really good. So from September to October and from June to August we get fruits now. So there's a longer time span in which we get the fruits that we can use to make sure that our villagers don't get sick and that they get vitamins. Because that's what they'll get from all these nice fruits. And they won't get things like scurvy and stuff. Alright, we can see houses upgrading. As soon as they get the supplies they will upgrade. We only have 4 laborers at this point, so I'm not making any I'm not jumping to any conclusions, but I don't think things will get done fairly quickly with only 4 workers, so we really need to hope that we don't get a lot more infants. We don't want more kids born, we want more adults coming in to help out with all the hard work, and that will really benefit us. Now I've had quite the instances in which you just see like 6 or 8 or 10 people running towards your town hall, and they'll be asking you to join, and then you can accept them, and then you can put them to good use. I'm not seeing that right now, so nobody's coming in at this point, but I would really love to see a band of people coming in asking to join this nice village, and we could really use those immigrants. But yeah, they're not coming in at this point, so we'll have to wait. Now it's also been 35 minutes. We have expanded a bit. We did some things in our town. Of course, with only half an hour, it's only going so quick as we can. But I had fun, and since it is called Farthest Frontier, to survive the frontier, the most important thing in the game is food, so you heavily focus on that. So a lot of the games and a lot of the episode will go all about making extra food to survive. But at least I had fun. I hope you did too. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, comments, tips, tricks, leave them in the comment section. I will respond to it. And of course, I hope to see you in another video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.